guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. What's up? What's popping? Jumalang, that guy. Today's topic is gonna be on toxic relationships. Now, for some of us, toxic relationships has become our new norm. You get used to being in that kind of environment for so long, and it becomes just normal to you. So let's say you've been in a relationship with someone for 3 years, right? And you know very well that you're not good for each other, but still you find yourself going back to him or her. So let me use myself as an example, right? I dated this guy for 5 years, give or take, right? 5 years. On and off, by the way. Let's not forget that. We dated for 5 years, on and off. We break up, we come back together, we break up, we come back together. We do this for 5 years. The same cycle. We break each other's hearts, but we still go back to each other. The reason why I think some of us do that is because it's familiar. We are scared of change. We are scared of the unknown. So we just go back to what we know best and what we know we can deal with and what we can expect. Because we don't like change that much. It will scare us to even try to move on with someone else because you don't know what to expect with that person. So if you go back to someone who's toxic for you, you already know what to expect for him. You already know how to deal with his problems, with his situation. You won't be disappointed if anything never works out because you already know it's going to go left. But I think that us women tend to go back to the familiar relationship because we're scared of moving on or finding someone who's better for us, because you don't know where to begin. You don't even know how to break it off with that person because you have so much history, and that guy would use that history against you. He will find your weaknesses and heighten them because that's the only power that he has on you. You go back to the same person who breaks your heart, who cheats on you, who disrespects you all the time because you don't know how to say no, or he's what you're comfortable with, and it's a safe place. You know how to deal with that kind of behavior, even though it's not good for you. So if I decide to break it off with the person I'm with and I know he's toxic, it's going to take me time to adjust to the fact that, wow, what am I going to do now? Like, it's over. What now? What should I do? Where do I begin? How do I even start over? Those are the questions we ask ourselves as women. We go like, okay, fine, if I break up with him, he's the only guy that I have so much history with. He knows me inside and out. He knows what I like. He knows what I don't like. He knows how to push my buttons. He knows how to comfort me when I'm down. However, he's not good for me because we fight. We revenge teach. We break up. We say bad words to each other. We insult each other. But when things are good, they're really good. But when things are bad, they're really bad. So how do you balance out a relationship like that? From my point of view, I feel like the only way you can balance out that kind of relationship is walking away, even though it's really hard for women to do that. You cannot define yourself with a man who is so toxic for you, and you are very aware that he is toxic for you, but you still stick with him because of your history, or you have a child with him. Having a child with someone who's not good for you mentally and physically does not mean you have to stick with them. You can co-parent apart. You don't have to stick with him because of the child. You can raise the child together but not being in relationship with each other because you know you are toxic for each other, and that child will suffer if you stick together or if you stay together. I wouldn't want to find myself in a place where 10 years from now I'm with someone who is not bringing any good vibes to my life. I want someone to bring good energy to my life, ambition, support, love, which is not toxic. Not a relationship where I have to be always on guard, always suspecting something, always wondering, what is he doing now? Who is he with now? What kind of life is that? You love him though. You love him very much, but still, he's not good for you. That's a toxic relationship. Not knowing when to go like, okay, enough is enough. I love you, and I'll get that, and I will always love you. But I need to look out for myself before I can do anything with you. I'm crossing the line of, that's it. You do you, I do me, and let's just call it quits. You can't keep going back and forth with someone who is not even bringing anything to your life or your progression in life. You can't. It just doesn't work. I suggest you work on yourself before you can work on a relationship you know very well. It's taking more than it's giving you. Nah, it's not healthy. It's not good for your self-esteem. You know, it's chipping away everything that you are. Your personality, your confidence. It just keeps chipping away all the corners of your life. Personally, professionally, you go to work, you're miserable. You're around your friends, you're miserable because of this relationship. Every decision you make, you have to keep wondering, but then what is he doing? You can't live your life like that. You can't. It's not possible. It's exhausting. It's totally exhausting. And for those women out there who are in that kind of relationship, please find yourself a place where you can really self-reflect and go like, I was fine before I met this guy. I was happy. I knew who I was. I did not need him. So I can walk away from this relationship knowing that I am enough. I do not need a man to prove my worth. I do not need his approval, his compliments to know that I am confident. I am an independent woman who is capable of loving myself regardless. So thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want. So peace. I'm out.